Holy shit, is that obviously Dookie?
Hey, mute your motherfucking mic, boy. On me. That nigga booty loose, boy. Hey, I know his toilet mad as hell. Dookie just piling up.
What's up, everybody? I know it's been a while since I posted on YouTube. Don't worry, my hands are still just as fucked up. But, I wanted to do a little review on the V1. The V1 and V2 Aeons, because Andrew's a fucking psychopath. So's Tim. This is my full tie V1. It was originally owned by Fish, Swishy Fishy on Instagram, Malcolm, my goat. Love that guy. And then it was owned by Alejandro for a little while and not touched. So I decided to buy it so I could touch it. So there's that. The story behind this one is this was the Lottery V2.
Let it ride. No. Let it ride. Let it ride. You can stop. Stop. Jiggle.
In fact, this is actually if it'll focus numero dos of the V2. It came with carbon fiber bolsters to begin with, but I put aluminum on them because it feels better balance, I think. I did get floater spacers for these. If it'll focus. I got floater spacers for these, but I actually put the Peon spacers on because I did own a Peon, which was very good. And I think that's just kind of like the best balance for me personally. But I mean, really, you can do whatever you want. It doesn't really matter. But I do have some things to say about these. So, first off, the V1, I feel like is more of an art piece. I wonder why I say that. But at the same time, it's not like it's a, I don't know, what's an art piece bell song? It's not like it's one of those old-ass Batangas knives with wood inlays and shit and ivory inlays and all this stuff where it's just not flippable. It's still very much so flippable, but I would go nowhere near calling this a comp knife. But then they came in with the V2. And I would say this thing is much closer to being a comp flipper. Even though I, myself, am not a comp flipper. In any way, shape, or form. But I do think this thing flips a lot better and is a lot more consistent than the V2. I just suck at flipping. But I do kind of wish they added a tie option for the second iteration. Although I know people did not. Okay, so I think there's a lot of misconceptions on why Andrew didn't offer tie for the V2. People just thought this thing was too heavy. And he didn't even offer it as a custom option because he's not doing custom options anymore. Because people were being little people, little creatures about it the first time. Because they were ordering custom shit, and then when they got them, their custom stuff, they're like, well, this doesn't flip like I thought it would. So I'm demanding a full refund. A full refund. Fuck you, and I get to keep the knife. Yeah, you gave me the burger, and I ate the burger, but I didn't like the burger, so now you have to give me a full refund, even though I already ate the burger.
This fucking tomato-nator Wendy's gave me? Look at this fucking thing, dude.
Like, fuck you. I love you, but fuck you. Which is why he did not offer a bunch of different custom options with the V2s. Instead, he just decided to go to the route of, I'm going to make what I want to make, which I think is what every maker should do, even if it doesn't always strike a chord with your fan base and your customers. Fuck your fan base and fuck your customers. Respectfully. All due respect, of course. But all things aside, the V2s are fucking incredible. I've heard a lot of people say some shit about the full G10. Fucker. I've seen some people say some shit about the full... Okay. I've seen some people say some shit about the full G10 V2s, and that they don't really work the best. They don't really flip the best. They feel weird. The balance is odd. That is because the spacers are G10. I fully believe that if you get a full G10, I have not owned one personally, but if you get a full G10 Aeon V2 and you just put, oh my fucking god, focus. If you get if you fucking tie spacers for your V2 Aeon and it has G10 bolsters and upper scales, you're gonna be okay. It's all gonna be okay. And I forgot how much the floating spacers are. They're not expensive though. They're not crazy expensive. They're like $40 or some shit like that, or $60. I don't know, in that range. I low-key don't remember, so I'm sorry, but yeah, it's really not even that bad if you think about it. For the value that you get these at, I think it's plenty justified as opposed to the V1, because this thing was like somewhere around $800 when it first dropped, which is, I think, a little ridiculous. I understand why. It's a very complex knife. And this is how this thing looks stock, which is incredible because it looks fucking amazing. Aside from that massive scratch that either Alejandro or Malcolm put on it. I'm going to say it was Alejandro because fuck you, Alejandro. Nah, I love that guy. But no, I genuinely do think that this is an art piece more than an actual flipper. But that being said, it came with an art piece price. Even though this was the lottery one, I got this for $625. $625 for a beautiful hand-ground blade. I mean, gorgeous. Stonewash fuller. It came with G10 spacers. It came with black hardware. I put peon hardware on it because I thought it looked cooler, and it does look cooler. And it came with crystallized scales, crystallized titanium blurple scales. Or sorry, liners, my bad. And it came with specialty G10 upper scales, and it came with carbon fiber bolsters that, of course, I replaced with the black aluminum. And this thing is just so good. For $625, you could spend that kind of money on, let's say, a secondhand Products Nami. Some shit like this. Like, I paid $550 for this. And I think the full G10 Aeons are $450 or somewhere around there. And, like, yeah, this thing's good, but, like, it's not this. It's not this beautiful piece of artwork. Because this is an art knife, too. But it actually flips. Which is crazy. I might not do your crazy tech shit, but I don't do crazy tech shit, so I don't really give a fuck. But this thing is very good. I would highly, highly suggest getting an Aeon at some point. Or a Peon. Get a Peon. The Peon V2s are amazing. I'll put a little clip of my friend flipping it. Like, they're really, really good. Like, oh yeah. They're very good. I think Andrew did a great job. Seeing him come from doing grind work for a certain somebody that will not be named to making his own knives with his dad is just such a cool progression in his story and his journey with knife making. I'm so glad he finally got to just fully be in the spotlight and just make his own stuff. Because I always thought his grind work was amazing and his mod work was just incredible, because it was. I fully believe he is one of the best modders to grace this community. And anybody that wants to argue me on that, don't really care, to be honest with you. I think Andrew offered some of the most competitive pricing and just insane range of mod work that he offered. So yeah, I'm really glad that he finally got to make his own knives, and he's trying to make it his full-time gig, because he fully deserves that. I mean, with the amount of work he puts into these things, I mean, come on, dude. Look at that grind work. And the amount of work that Tim, his dad, puts into machining everything. I mean, he's incredible, too. His artistry and his work is, I mean, it's artisanal. It truly is. It is something else. It is generational. And you can really tell that kind of talent just runs in the family, which is such a cool thing to see. Because I feel like you really don't see that much anymore. But you do here. I mean, clearly, look at this shit, dude. And they're constantly releasing new stuff. You know, they got those Grip X things now. Those cool, green, speckly, whatever. That's cool, you know. I'm seeing all these different types of G10s that they're getting their hands on. And carbon fibers, and they started illuminating or anodizing their own aluminum in-house, which is crazy. They got a blue aluminum ano at their shop, which is just insane to me. How the hell do you even manage to do that? I thought that only Chinese people could do that. I thought it was just generation locked. I thought you had to get a VPN or something. But no. You could just do it, apparently. But they've mastered it. I mean, look at these black. Look at this aluminum black, bro. It's so good. Look at that. Oh, and the finish is so good. It's nice and grippy. That's another thing, too. The V2 is so much grippier. Don't get me wrong, the V1 isn't bad by any means, but if my hands are sweaty, this thing's coming right out of my hands, and I can feel it from the get-go. And if you get full aluminum, here, let me grab my aluminum top scales so you can see what I'm talking about here. So these are the top scales. They also have that machine finish. So they're not slippery in any way, shape, or form. These are the bolsters that came with it. They are a beautiful, beautiful carbon fiber. And I like these, but I wanted a little bit more outward weight because it already has that with the worn clip blade. So I wanted to match that with the bolsters, and it definitely helped along with the peon spacers. But yeah, I mean, with everything you're getting for how good the deal is, you really can't go wrong. I think Aeons are currently the best value knives in the community. They're a grail priced at a mid-level price. And that is an amazing thing to see, because I don't feel like a lot of people are doing that anymore. I still can't fucking ladder. I'm trying so hard. Yeah, I can't do it. Again, the Aeons don't suck. I suck. So keep that in mind. If you want an actual good review, because I'm just making this to kind of warm up, getting back into the community, go watch somebody else. Don't watch me. I suck. But I'm going to start doing reviews soon. And you might even see a friendly face. Who knows? Maybe a couple friendly faces. If you get lucky. If you beg hard enough. But we'll see. But I cannot lie. I got the V2 first. I had to get a V1. Just something about this, bro. Something about the tie. I will say I do think people are missing out. But for very different reasons. This thing is just so good. It's just hands down one of the best ballast songs I've flipped when it comes to like how fun it is and how good it feels in the hand. Because that was another thing about Andrew's knives. They are very ergonomic. They're very pleasurable to flip. It's not like I'm flipping, I don't know, an uncomfortable knife. Even though it looks like it would be, like it's so chunky and it's so complex, it's really just an amazing flipper, all things considered. Like, I feel like if anybody else tried to make this knife with this much complicated bullshit shoved into it, it would not flip half as good as this. But yeah, I want to give Andrew and Tim their flowers because they are genuinely incredible creators, and I cannot wait to see what they come up with in the future. It's going to be an amazing story to follow along with and look at, because I mean they're still making beautiful pieces to this day. It's not like they stopped with the V1. Just because they're not offering the tie anymore doesn't mean there isn't a crazy level of customization you can go into and, you know, customize every little part of your Bally. I mean, and I think that going from this to this is an incredible level up and upgrade. Because don't get me wrong, I love the V1, but the V2's busting. But anyways, it's been your boy, obviously Dookie, obviously Booby, obviously Doobie, and I will see y'all in the next one, which will hopefully be soon.